Hi, you're all doing well. Today's video is about how to encourage blooms in jasmine plant. The plant I have is Arabian jasmine. There are many varieties of jasmine plants, but this specific one is Arabian jasmine. But the needs of the plant is similar to all varieties of the jasmine plant. So basically jasmine plants, they give first flush of blooms and then they stop blooming. So the main reason for not blooming is because they are not pruned properly. Pruning is a technique to encourage new growth in the jasmine plant. This is my third flush. For example, if you see blooms like this, these are all spent flowers. So, and this is bad. We need to nip them off from the plant because these jasmines are terminal buds. That means the blooms come only at the top. The new shoots are coming up, as you can see here. So we need to make sure that is happening. If these are there, then the energy will not be spent to produce new shoots. So we need to take them off like this. Like this. And once the cluster is over, we need to nip them here. I'll do it here for this one. This is done, and this is bad flower. It's not going to, so I'm going to take this off like that. Now what happens is, two more branches sprout up from these two ends, and then we'll have again two branches with two terminal buds. That one is, the one I've showed you is about blooming the spent flowers, but now I'm talking about pruning the leaves. So this has to be, this should be done when the bloom is over, when the first cycle of the bloom is finished. We need to do this step. If you can come up close here, already done for this one, but this is the new plant. This stem, these branches, they have new shoots coming up, so I'm not going to disturb this one. But if you can see this bit, this is almost like there's no new growth, there is not. So what you need to do is, we need to defoliate the leaves once the blooms are done. I'll show you an example. We need to hold the top bit of the plant, of this stem, and hold the leaves and pull it back like that. By doing so, it exposes these vegetative nodes, and then we will have new shoots coming up from here all the way. So I'll do for this one as well. Just holding backwards is convenient for me. You can do any way, like whichever way is convenient for you. But the idea is just taking those leaves off, and then we'll have new shoots coming up. And then two new shoots means two new branches with flowers again. So that's about the pruning the plant. Basically, up until now, we have discussed how to prune the leaves and how to prune the spent flowers for every cycle, like to encourage new growth for every cycle. But most importantly, annual pruning is also important for this jasmine plant, to manage the size of the plant and in general growth of the plant. So what I mean by annual pruning is, once the blooming season is ended, it depends on the variety of the plant. Some vines are summer vines. That means you have all the blooms throughout the summer. Some vines are winter vines, so you see blooms in the winter. Depending upon that, we need to decide, once the blooming is ended, you won't see any terminal buds. So we have to kind of just prune them depending upon the height you want. Basically, I keep it short. So just prune them, all the stems, they come off. And then the next season, when the bloom in the spring or in the winter, depending upon the variety, they start to bloom, and that will encourage more bushes, and it will be bushy plant. You'll have more blooms, and the plant will be healthy. So that's basically about annual pruning. and definitely we need to make sure when the blooms are there, we should not try to do the top pruning, like annual pruning, because once this is cut off, it's very hard for the plant to get the bloom again. So once the bloom is ended, that's the thing we need to remember. Yeah, basically that's all about the pruning the plant and how to encourage blooms in jasmine plant. Hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.